I want you guys to take note that be able to recognize this question is what we call big total divided by small total. Okay, A, very easy, pairs, right? So if I bought, 4 pairs, right, 4 P's for 250, right? If I want to find 200 pairs, it would be 250 times $50, 50 cents. So it would be for 125. Okay, so A is easy, 125. Okay, to solve B, right? Keyword here again, equal number of apples and oranges, equal number. Okay, and total of 242.60 was collected. Right, equal number, why? Because if you want to pair apples and oranges right now, apples are sold for 3A for $2. Oranges are sold at 50 for $3.20. You want to make them the same lowest common multiple. 15 apples, 15 oranges. 15 apples will now be $10. 15 oranges will now be for $9.60, and this is what we call one set. Okay, the question said that a total of 242 was collected. Okay, this is on the sale of fruits. Okay, sale of fruits means if you want to find oranges, you need to get rid of the amount spent for pears. So the big total here, right, would be 242.60 minus of what is spent on pears, because I only want to know how much I spend on apples and oranges. In this case, the big total would be 117.6. Okay, since the question gave you a total, right? A total of 242.60 was collected from fruits, a total of 117.60 cents is collected from apples and oranges. They require you to find the small total, which is 10 plus 960, $19.60. Okay, of course, when you have big total and you have small total, the next thing you want to find out is the number of sets. Okay, so I take the big total, 117.6 divided by the small total, 19.6, and we get 6 sets. Okay, that's not the final answer yet, because the question is asking for a number of oranges. Again, every one set you have 15 oranges and 15 apples. So 6 sets means number of oranges equals to 6 times 15, 90 oranges. Easy. The first thing you need to do is to find out what is the first number of correct questions that I need to use. This is not random, okay? It is not random because when they say the least possible number of questions and she scored 77, the lowest multiple of 5 that is above 77 points is 80 points. So that should be your starting point. You cannot use 75 because 75 is less than 77, right? So 80 points is your starting point. The lowest multiple of 5 is above 77. If 80 points is your starting point, you divide by 5, you will have 16 questions. Okay? Now, if I have 80 points, that means that the number of points I got deducted from wrong would be 80 minus 77 equals to 3. Okay, because I actually had 77 points, right? And given that the least possible, which is 16 questions, gave me 80 points, that would mean that if 16 questions is the right answer, I would have minus 3 marks, which is not correct. Why? Because every question you lose 2 points, right? You cannot lose 1.5 question. So 3 marks is wrong. So now you know that the lowest possible is 16 questions. That is not correct. So you need to move up to the next multiple of 5, 85. 85 divided by 5, 17 questions. Okay, if I have 17 correct questions that gave me 85 points, right? The number of wrong points that was deducted is actually 85 minus 77, which is 8. Okay, and you do a check here. Now, does it make sense for me to minus 8 points, right? If every one question, right? If every one question deducts 2 points, if I take 8 divided by 2, hey, I have 4 wrong questions, and this is a nice whole number. Okay, which means that the total number of questions would be 17 plus 4, 21. Okay, so I think a few of you got 21, but the way you get there may not be the right way. Okay, I know some of you have very, very fanciful answers, very, very fanciful solutions. But the objective here, what I'm trying to show you is that if you understand the question well enough, you would be able to do your guess and check with the fewest possible steps. Because if you understand the question well enough, you know that 80 is your starting point, 16 questions is your starting point, you only require 2 steps. Start off with 16 questions, 80 points, minus off the actual, which is 77. 3 points does not make sense. Move on to the next question. What is the next highest? 85 points, 17 questions. That means I lose 8 marks. Does it make sense? Yes, because I divide by 2, I would have lost 4 questions.